What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor a harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight! Okay, we're coming back to the Tea Party. Yes, indeed, the Tea Party fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Daniel C., John A., Suzanne Fitzgerald, and Bruce Nadeau. They all want to see me react to this song by the Tea Party called Fire in the Head. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a chance I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I have heard this before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Camille Gron, and the video has 8,265 views. It's not going to get you there. No, sorry. Look, I'm sure the song is fine, okay? I'm sure the video's fine. I'm sure everything's fine. But I'm just saying, 8,265 views, it's not going to get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. The Tea Party, live from Australia, the Reformation Tour in 2012. I was given a timestamp of 48:20, and I got to 48:23. I figured that was just about right. So, sounds like the crowd's still cheering anyway. The problem is I don't know where to stop. I have no clue where to stop. So, hopefully they don't do some sort of a surprise segue ending where they pretend like they stop, wait about 10 seconds, and they start again. I hope they don't do that, because if they do, I might mistake that for the actual ending. I don't know. We'll see. If you guys are going to give me full concert videos like this to say start here, please, 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 please make sure you also give me an end time as well. I mean, the start time is nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad I got the start time, but give me a stop time too so I know exactly where to stop too. Anyway. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
All right, so my friends, there's something that I need to get off my chest, okay?
Okay.
Because I feel that the Tea Party sort of missed the boat sometimes. Now, do you remember back in 1995, cell phones were about this big, right? And there was no iTunes, there was no iPads, there was no fucking whatever. And there was certainly no ringtones back then. But could you imagine if back in 95, if there was ringtones, and we could have sold this? Here it comes, ready? You got a message?
Ah!
You gotta go to work.
Yep.
You gotta get up, like, you know, it just goes on and on and on, right? It'd be like ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. It just goes to prove, once again, that the Tea Party is way ahead of its time. Now, I wonder what song we're gonna play now.
If I had to guess, it's a song that starts with you. That would be my guess. I don't know, but I mean, considering the whole thing he did on right there, that would be a pretty logical guess. I could be wrong, but I'm guessing I'm right.
You stay. Silence, knowing, always inside. See how this love stays divine. See how this love stays divine.
Nice start. I'm digging the feel on this. I'm absolutely digging the feel on this. What would that be? Phrygian? I think it's a Phrygian scale. It sounds I don't know if I've heard it 2 yet or not. I might have. Let's see, flat 2, flat 6, flat 7. That's no, wait, that's not Phrygian. Wait, yeah, it is. Phrygian dominant. Okay, so they're in a Phrygian dominant mode, which is really cool. They got the flat. I know they got the flat 6 and the flat 7. I'm almost positive I heard a flat 2. I'm not 100% sure about that, but if I did hear a flat 2. It's Phrygian dominant, which is pretty cool, man. You don't hear those too often. You don't hear that mode very often at all. So the fact that they're going into these crazy modes and making it work, it's pretty awesome. I dig that. So far, so good. Like I said, I'm digging the feel. I'm digging everything about what I'm hearing so far. Let's keep going for now. There's more I want to talk about, but let's keep going for right now. Okay, couple of things I want to mention. Number one, I love how the bass player is taking the initiative to fill out the sound by playing just simple 5 chords. He's playing the root and the 5th. So he's doing that, 1-5, chord, just boom, and just helping to fill out the sound. That's a technique I do a lot myself. If we're playing a song and something's just not right, it's just not full enough. Like for some reason it sounds a little hollow or whatnot. I'll try throwing in the 5 there, and sometimes, not often, but sometimes I'll just do it and I won't tell anybody, and all of a sudden it just fixes it. Everybody's like, "Oh, this is my imagination. Let's move on." Usually they look back at me and they're like, "That's you, isn't it?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Okay, cool. It sounds good. Let's keep going." But every once in a while, I'll just throw it in there and nobody says a thing because it just fills out the sound very naturally and very nicely. Other thing I want to mention, I couldn't help but notice over here, it's like we got a theremin over here. Is that going to be used for this song or is that used for some other song? I don't know. But it's always interesting to see those. And with a band like the Tea Party, I could actually see this being used. I don't know about frequently, but I do see it being used probably a couple times per show. And something tells me it probably fits pretty well, too. It doesn't stand out or stick out like a sore thumb. I have a feeling they used it probably very tastefully. So that's always a good thing. Anyway, let's keep going here. Okay, I'm guessing that's the end of the song. They stopped playing. He said thank you, and okay, so I'm assuming that's the end of the song. We're gonna leave it at that. Really good song, actually. Really good song. I have some thoughts on it. I'll see you in the review. And we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was the Tea Party with Fire in the Head. This was a request from Daniel C., John A., Suzanne Fitzgerald, and Bruce Nadeau. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.8. Yep, 7.8. I feel great about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first of all, I think I have a corrections and retractions to do here, so go ahead and hit me with corrections and retractions. Go ahead.
Corrections and retractions.
Okay, so earlier in the song, I said it sounded like it could be a couple of things. I thought at first it was Phrygian dominant mode, and then I was thinking about it. I'm like, wait a minute, but if there's a flat 2 in there, that wouldn't be right, and if there's a flat 3 in there, that wouldn't be right either. So I was thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, if it was a flat 2 and a flat 3, so basically it's an Aeolian scale. Right? It's an Aeolian scale. So it's natural minor scale. You got your flat 3, flat 6, flat 7. But if there's a flat 2 in there, now we're talking about a Hindu scale. And I thought to myself, a Hindu scale, actually that would fit what they're doing. That would sound right, actually. because I know they're doing a flat 6 and flat 7. I know that. The only question is the 2. If not, then they're doing an Aeolian. They're just in Aeolian mode, just natural minor mode. But if they are putting the flat 2 in there, now it's a Hindu scale, which is really, really cool. Again, not too many bands mess around with, like, even like I said, Phrygian, dominant is still, or it could also be Mixolydian flat 6. If the third is major, it'd be Mixolydian flat 6. Right? Yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So if the third was major, and the second was major. But if, like I said, if it's flat 2, flat 3, flat 6, flat 7, now we're talking about Hindu scale. Hindu mode. So that's cool too. But in any case, it's not just your typical minor scale. Well, then again, it could be. It depends on that too. It really depends on the 2. I know the third is minor. I know the third's minor, and I know the 6 is minor, I know the 7's minor, so I know it's at least Aeolian. It might be Hindu, I'm not sure. But in any case, it sounds fantastic. I love the direction they went with the song. Tempo is good. I like how the drummer, in the verse, the first phrase of each verse, he would go into this subdivided 3. And he was still playing in 4, but he was playing accents on the downbeat every third beat instead of every fourth beat. So it made it sound like he was playing in 3, but he really wasn't. It was just the way he was subdividing and hitting the accents. It made it sound like he was playing in 3. But the guitar and the bass stayed in 4 the whole time, and they came back and lined back up again right where they should. So that was really cool. Nice little workaround there. Bass player coming in, like I said, playing those 5 chords every once in a while just to kind of help fill out the sound. Very smart, very strategic. I do the same thing myself when necessary, and it's an easy fix. So like, you just want to fill out the sound just a little bit more, you have the bass player play the 5 chord. It really does help quite a bit. It also depends on where he's playing it. If he's playing it up about the middle of the neck, playing on the 7 and 9 frets, the 2 strings apart, that makes sense. But if he's down at the bottom, like on the E string, playing the low B, like open E with the B, the 5th fret on the second, not actually, it'd be the 4th string, wouldn't it? 4th string E, 3rd string A, 2nd fret. So open E and second fret, 3rd string. You get that E5 chord, right? Sounds muddy as hell. Never a good idea to do it there. You'd be better off playing up on the 7 on the 3rd string, 7th fret, and then 2nd string, 9th fret, and playing the open E with it, so you get 3 strings playing. Same open E chord, but just with the pedal E at the bottom. That's one of my favorites to do. I love doing that. That sounds a lot cleaner and a lot better. But it's a really easy way to fix up, just kind of feeling up the sound just a little bit more. It's easy. It's a relatively easy thing for bass players to do. So never be afraid to ask your bass players to do that. They'll probably jump at the chance. And the fact that he was doing the backing vocals too, the call with the lead singer doing the response in the choruses, that was really cool. I like that. The lead vocalist guitar playing, really nice guitar playing, solid guitar playing. Nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy, but getting a nice tone, nice sound out of it, which is really, really good. His vocals, I swear, and I know a lot of people agree with me, and I also know a lot of people disagree with me too. The comparison to Jim Morrison is uncanny. Absolutely uncanny. But it sounds really good. And I don't know if this is something he fights. I don't know if it's like, I'm not Jim Morrison. I don't sound anything like Jim Morrison. Please stop comparing me to Jim Morrison. Dude, if something's working for you, why fight it? Just accept it and revel in it to some extent, But be your own person. Don't try to mimic him, obviously. But if people are making the comparison, look, there are worse people that you could be being compared to. Trust me, So, take the compliment and run with it. Make it work for you. So, no, overall, I felt this was a really good song. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure about the mode they're in. I'm almost positive it's Hindu, but I'm not 100% sure about the twos. Like I said, if the twos are natural, if they're the two semitones, then it's an Aeolian mode. But if it is flat 2, it's Hindu. So, and the third I'm not 100% sure about either. Like I said, I'm still kind of wavering on that third. I don't know. I don't know if I ever really heard a third. But I know I heard the 6th. I know I heard the 7th. And like I said, if it's flat 6, flat 7, but everything else is major, then it's Mixolydian flat 6. If it is 6 and 7 flat with the minor 3, it's an Aeolian. And if it's flat 6, flat 7, flat 3, and flat 2, now we're talking about a Hindu mode. So, there you go. Really nicely done, though. I mean, like I said, not too many bands will venture into that. Or if they do venture into it, they have no idea what they're really doing. They just know it sounds cool. But, you know, for people who understand theory, it's pretty cool to hear that, because not too many bands knowingly go into that type of a mode. And I have a feeling that Tea Party is one of these bands who are pretty intelligent and they know their theory, and they kind of strike me as the type of band that would say, hey, let's do this song in Hindu. You know what I mean? I mean, it would make sense if they did. So there you go. Anyway, 7.8 is a really good score, and that is where we're going to stay. So, 7.8, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully, I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show, and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good, and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell, and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.